Hello friend, you're most welcome to this very important practical class. I'll be taking you through the how to create survey using Google Form. Just in the next few minutes, if you follow me, gradually you will get to know how to do it. I remain your facilitator, Dr. Makwa Chukwujide. Now, you just need to search for Google Form online and it will get you to the home page. The home page looks this way, where you see the form, and then with few things indicating where you can start creating the form. It shows you the blank form. It shows you a format in case you just want to collect information, contact information of people, maybe in a group, or you want to collect, register people for an event. It shows you a format and all of that, till format for party and all of that. So since we want to design a questionnaire, we may want to start with the blank form, right? So all you need to do is to click this blank form. This is step one, and that will land you to step two. Step two will show you this kind of format. I'll show you online now, just in the next few minutes. Where you need to save the Google form, you save it here. It saves on the cloud using your email. So with your email, you can easily download it. All right, you can easily get it. So this is the name I gave it, YouTube training video. So each time you are working, automatically this is saving. Anywhere you stop, even if your system shuts down, you can continue from where you stop next time. And then you give a title to your survey. So this is the study we want to do: labor force participation among women in Nigeria. This is question option, so you design your question, there is response and all of that. So this is step two. You save the form and then give your survey a title, right? And then step three, this is basically step 9 I want to show you. Step 3, you will now describe your survey. Okay, you tell the people who will respond what's the survey, the aim of the survey, why you select them, assure them of treating their information with confidentiality. You can also provide your email address in case any of them wants to contact you for clarity. All right, so this is basically how you describe your survey. After describing the survey, you now create questions. Okay, you state your questions in the Google form. The question, you might have designed it in Word form, or you have written it on a paper. You type it here. The question gives you room on how to emphasize issues. Like this first question is saying, this is not the typical research we did, but it's just few questions we extracted. Now, do you think it is right for a woman with children below 5 years to work? The emphasis is on with children, so we put it on bold so that anybody responding will be able to know where our emphasis is. So you set your questions and then you put the options for them. You decide how you want. That's step 5. You decide how you want people to respond to your question. If you want, these are the options here. I'll show you how to pull it up. If you want a short answer, like people to give their name or the location where they are staying, or you want people to write paragraphs describing a particular situation or the experience, or you want to give them option of a multiple choice or a checkbox or draw down, or you want to use a timeline. You are checking a scale from 1 to 10, where 1 is lowest, 10 is highest. So you can draw that scale, and then as an option you can also use dates and time. If I click on date while designing, once anybody clicks that date, it will pull up calendar where the person will choose the particular date. Or if you put time, once you use that, once that option is clicked, it will pull up like a clock where you select the time in question. So that's step 5. Step 6 is another simple step. In step 6, all you need to do is to preview your form that you have designed. You click on you click on this icon that looks like eyes here. Once you click on it, it will pull up your form the way external people, the respondents, will see it. You check to be sure everything is in order. If it is not in order, you go back to your design and make necessary correction and view again until you are sure everything is in order. All right, after viewing your form as step 6, step 7, you will want to send out your form. You click on a link to send out your form. You see, in that step 6, there is somewhere we have send here. After the review, you click on send. Once you click on that send, it will bring you to this dialog box where you enter the email addresses of people you want to send to. The subject is there, and then this is a message. You can modify this message, you can modify the subject, you can write a grammar to say, please, I'm doing this study, I need you to respond. All right, and then if you rather want to pick the link, create a link for your survey so that you can put it maybe on other social platform, you click on this particular icon here. It will pull up the link. You can shorten the link or use the whole link as it is. Another important thing I want you to note here is that if I want this mail, this my survey, to appear as an email, so that when I send you the questionnaire, it will appear the way somebody is reading an email, so that you can respond directly on your email. If that is the case, you check here, say include form in mail. Once it enters the person mail, then in that case you are sending it as an email. But if you want to send it like on other social media like Facebook, of course you should be careful what you do with Facebook, because anybody can enter and fill anything for you, or WhatsApp page, on Twitter, on Instagram, you get the link. Then one other thing I need you to note is that if, for instance, I'm the supervisor here and I want to be able to correct this survey for my students, the student will need to enter my email here. You say add editor. When you add somebody's email, it authorizes the person to have access to the editing form and to be able to collect or download the data for you. All right, so this is very, very important. That's step 6. Step 7, that's step 7. Step 8, you observe the responses. So when you have sent it out, you wait for responses. People will start responding. As they are responding, you will see how the responses are coming. All right, in this particular study, we got as high as 469. You see it. If that is okay, now you see when you check the response, you see accepting response. If I want to stop this questionnaire from accepting people to respond, I will check this thing and pull it back. It will indicate that no response is accepted. Anybody that clicks the link, it will not open. All right, so the Google has done something very fantastic. It gives you in the result sheet summary a kind of graphs, charts that can help you visualize the responses you are receiving immediately, and you can copy it by clicking on this into your Word. Otherwise, you may want to download the file, the raw file. If you want to download it, all you need to do is to click on a link somewhere. I will show you in the next stuff. I will show you now. You click on it, it will pull up this option here. You can print all responses, or you can download it as CSV file. That is quite close to Excel. It opens in most form like Excel. But if you want to put it in normal Excel, you now save as and indicate that you are saving it as your normal Excel. All right, so let me quickly pull up what happens on the online form here. Now, this is my browser, and then I have gone to push up Google form for me. All right, and then in this Google form that it has pulled up, I quickly click on this form or go to form. It will take me to the form and opens me to this page. It opens this page for me where I could start my design. I've shown you this. The previous ones you have designed is saved in your email. The previous ones you have designed will be listed down there. All the survey you've done, will be listed down there. So if you click on the blank form quickly, it opens the blank form for you, where you begin to enter uh, your questionnaire. So this is the blank form. It has opened. You put a title here, whatever is the title, A, B, C, D, E, F, whatever is the title you are using. You name your form. This is the name that to be used to save in the cloud via your email. Then you put a title for your survey, and then you describe your survey. After describing your survey, you start adding question. First, on title question, what is your gender? For instance, what is your gender? All right, and then is it giving you option to select that you want to say male or female. You see, the system quickly gives you that option. Now you want it to come as checkbox, or you want it to come as drop down, so that when people click on it, it will drop down for them. So this is how you do what you want to do. All right, or then to add the next question is also simple. You see the option add question here. You click on plus, or even here, if it's expanded, you see on the body. So plus, it gives me another option. How would you rate your performance? So I want to use a line. The system is already suggesting I should use a scale, because I'm talking about rating, and it's giving me option 1 to option 5. All right, and I say that is fine for me. Accept option 1 as very low. Okay, and then accept option 5 as very high. So anybody who is in between shows you at what point the person is operating. All right, so this is how you select all of that you want to do, and then you can add more questions. Okay, so if you want to view it, you quickly view your you quickly view your questionnaire. You see the eye. It's just that I minimize the page. If I click preview, it will quickly bring me to a point where I can view it, the title. You see the gender, the way it appeared. This is drop down. Somebody will need to select, and then it's saving automatically. This is how the person will view it. Now see my scale. All right, if I don't want to use drop down and I come to where I'm correcting it, click on the question again and say okay, use checkbox. Then I go to the view result and say refresh. It gives me checkpoint box, so people will check in this way. So make sure you decide how you want to design it before you send it out. Now look at what I was doing. Okay, look at what I was doing, and then this is what I was able to design. It's not the whole study, it's just part of it. You put the title, you describe your questionnaire, you ask your question, choose the options, and then the kind of questions you want to ask, choose the option, the age, and then different options I have used here. This is where I asked for short answer. When I say what does your household consume on weekly basis in terms of food. Okay, so in terms of non-food, employment status. So these are questions I asked people in the course of the research. All right, this is household. Okay, now when you see such error, it's important you correct it. when you send questionnaire with errors, it can affect people's response. Okay, now, all right, so that is it. So when you view it, if I click on view, it will bring me to this point. This is how the respondent will view it. Okay, this first one I've shown you how to check to make sure it appears as drop down or checkbox, you know, whichever way you want to design it. This is how the respondent will see all of that. This is where you are requesting for them to type few things on their own, so you can use it for quantitative and qualitative survey. All right, okay, so that is it. Now after viewing it, you want to send it out. You click on the save icon, send icon. You see send here. When you click on it, send, it gets you to that option where you need to put people's email. I want to put someone's email, and the person's email is xyz@gmail.com. Okay, I put a lot of email in there. All right, and then the subject is stated. This is the message that will deliver in the email. All right, so if I want it to appear as email, I include that. If I want to add another author who will be able to edit this, I'll click on this. It will give me option to type in someone's email that I will want to use in the allowed to also I will allow to also edit it. All right, still under send. So once that is done and you are fine, you click send. If you click send, it will deliver to the person you are sending it to. Okay, send, it will deliver. Alternatively, I could click on this to generate the link. This is the link I want to share. I could put it on WhatsApp, I could put it on Twitter, I could put it on Facebook, so that people will click on the link and respond to the questionnaire. This looks too long and it may look very unwelcoming, so I may decide to make it a bit short and say get it short for me. The system makes it short. I click copy, and then I can go to my mail or WhatsApp and send it to myself. All right, now when you have finished your survey and people have responded, you may now want to download your data, and that's the last stage I'll be looking at here. You are observing the responses. If I click on this, I could see the responses that came in the course of my survey. Okay, so a lot of responses came in. All right, so I will now want to get my data as Excel. You see these three options here. You click on it because I want to get all of them. Okay, this is if you want to see the three options here that says link to sheets. Okay, and if I want to do that, I may want to stop collecting. So if I click on it, it has stopped accepting response. Nobody can respond to my questionnaire again because I'm done with it. All right, so I click here and then say download. If I click on download, it's going to download it for me, and then I can quickly access it. You see here is already downloading, and then I can quickly access what it has downloaded for me. When I access it, I open it and start working with it. So this is basically how to design a Google form. You know how to design your Google form and then be able to use it in your research. And that is where we're going to stop for now. Thank you very much. Do have a nice day. Cheers.